This video is for training purposes only for read, apply, perform curriculum, review of decks. So after you do alphabet practice, you are going to review the decks that you have learned the day before. So after lesson 3, before introductions of graphemes T, D, and P, you're going to review your decks before new learning. The only thing you will have is just one grapheme card, and then you'll have 2 keyword and sound cards to what you taught the day before. The spelling will be during spelling practice, so your green spelling cards will be used during the spelling practice. So as you get ready to review decks, you will say deck review. Name your letter I. The student will say I. Keyword and sound, Indiana I. Icicle I. So that is lesson 3. So now you've done your new learning for your consonants that you will have introduced. So the next day, right before lesson 4, you will have added to your deck, to all your decks, and now you're going to do deck review for that deck, for lesson, right before lesson 4. Name your letter. Your student will say P, T, D, I. That's your student's response. What you're doing with your cards is you're shuffling your cards. So when they've said T, you place your card quietly. You don't snap it. You place your card quietly down, and then you're going to place this next letter on a different stack. This shuffles your cards so that they are not the same the next day. You don't want your students to memorize these. You want your students to learn these. You want automaticity. So automaticity is when they're looking at something and they automatically know what it is, and that's what you're building, is automaticity. When you pull up the next set of cards, because you've added to your deck, now you're going to just say keyword and sound, and they will say Indiana I, and you're shuffling icicle I. And please remember, these two are aligned, so they will go on the same shuffled deck. So you will just place one on top of the other. All these will also be in order of frequency. So when you get to lesson 5, you will have introduced all 5 A's, and they will stay aligned. That is only in the keyword and sound deck that they will stay aligned. When you get to the spelling deck, they will not stay aligned because those are sounds, and those 5 A's are making 5 different sounds. So those will not be aligned. So you just continue, and they're going to just continue giving you the keyword and the sound of that the letter makes, and you're just going to continue to shuffle. Okay, but please only shuffle those cards that don't have an alignment. And that is how you shuffle decks. That is how you review your PRD, and that is how you also review your GRD. So in the order, I just said it all backwards. So you will review your GRD deck, then your PRD deck, and you will shuffle both decks. They will stay separate, and you will continue to align the keywords that have the same grapheme. Like I is the same grapheme for Indiana, and for icicle. Just like A will be the same grapheme for the 5 different sounds. Okay, thank you so much. I hope that was helpful to clarify how to do a deck review.